Hey team, what's going on? So today I'm going to walk you through the full automated process of finding your Ikigai. It's a very simple way to do this, and for this I've drafted about 10 questions each for each of the section to figure out what you love, what you're good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs, so that you can hone in on what your Ikigai is. So these are the first 10 questions around finding what you love. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to go about doing this, and I'm going to do it for myself, and then you can follow suit in your own time and in your own way. So let's take this first question. What activities makes you lose track of time? For this, I'm going to open my chat GPT, and as you can see, I have already enabled the microphone settings here, and I'm going to just go back to Word, copy this question, and I'm going to go back into my ChatGPT, and I'm going to start prompt for ChatGPT, and I'll show you how it's done. You don't have to worry about spelling mistakes that ChatGPT captures. You just keep going, and it's pretty smart enough to understand any break in patterns you have. You can always re-record if you're not sure about it. So let me just start this. Okay. Hi ChatGPT. What I'm going to do today is an exercise to find my Ikigai. In order to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is paste 10 questions, which will help me identify what are the things that I love doing so that I can find my passion. I'm going to copy and paste all the 10 questions here. And once you have absorbed those 10 questions, I want you to say, okay. Okay, great. So you basically have absorbed all the questions. And now I'm going to read the first question. And so, and then I'm going to answer that in my own way. And ChatGPT will record. So ChatGPT, that's great. So you have absorbed all the questions. Now I'm going to read out the answer, or I'm going to just speak to you and tell you the answer, what I think about the first question. So what activities make you lose track of time? Well, I love reading. I love playing badminton. I love learning new things, everything about neuropsychology, neuroscience, anything to do with human behavior, anything to do with improving memory. I love helping people out when they are in need. So I'm currently working with an elderly woman who's suffering abuse, and I am passionate about helping other people. So that just uh, makes me lose track of time. Now, to answer the second question, which is reflect on a moment you felt extremely proud of and what I was doing. Well, I'm absolutely proud of a few different things in my life. One of the things was having created a social venture, which basically helped give employment to 50 women, underprivileged women who are living in below poverty conditions in a slum in India. And I taught them design and tailoring, and I helped them to sell their product. And I'm absolutely passionate about things like that. I'm also passionate about helping people succeed in life in other areas. For example, I ran a success accelerator program for about 20 women in a large telecommunication organization here in Australia. And it was such a successful program that most of the women are have had now rebranded themselves and are looking at leadership positions across different organizations. So that's what I'm extremely proud of. Now I'm going to pause and let you take stock of the answers for the first two questions, and then we can continue. As you can see, folks, that ChatGPT is pretty smart, and it is actually recording everything and assimilating and organizing it in a much neater fashion. Now, I'm going to pause the video here, continue to go ahead and answer all the 10 questions myself, and I'll come back and check in with you guys once I have copied and pasted the answer for all the 10 questions in the Word document. So, okay, so what I've done is basically I've just continued to speak to ChatGPT, and I have, as you can see on the screen, answered every question one by one. So I've asked the third question and I've answered it. Replayed the fourth question, I've answered it, and I've got it to capture everything. And then at the end, I just gave it a command to basically organize everything in a question and answer format and summarize it for me. So ChatGPT has done a brilliant job of writing down the question again and then answering, just summarizing what I basically played back to it. For example, you can see what activities make me lose track of time. It says playing badminton, reading, neuropsychology, learning, neuroscience, human behavior. So that's what all the things I have basically narrated in a very colloquial way to ChatGPT, and it's basically done a fantastic job of summarizing it. I also asked it to summarize based on all the 10 answers to the questions I've given, what is my passion and what do I love doing. So it's put a summary and asked to summarize in 100 words, and it's basically said you're deeply passionate about personal growth, both in yourself and others. Your interests lie in areas of neuropsychology, neuroscience, human behavior, and memory improvement. You're driven by the desire to empower and uplift others, evident in your social ventures and your Success Accelerator program. Your love for learning, teaching, and making a significant impact in people's lives guides you. Your ideal life involves traveling, sharing knowledge, inspiring transformation and contribution to global education and poverty alleviation. You admire resilience and the ability to overcome adversity, as seen in your admiration for Barack Obama. Teaching and guiding others towards unlocking their potential and achieving personal transformation encapsulates your passion, potential, and Ikigai. This is great. Okay. All I'm going to do is copy this last answer all the way to here, and I'm going to be pasting this here, and I would like you to do the same. So just try copy paste the question and the answers as I have just done, and then we'll continue on to the next section with finding out what are the skills you're good at.